Hello, my name's Tragic O'Hara, and today I have some news. My Lucy in the Sky model is finally finished. No, it's not. That was a lie. I don't know why I lied, but it was a lie. I thought saying it was finished would help tell the story better about how much work's actually went into this. And it's been a lot. 6 months work has went into this thing, but it's finally finished. So if you don't know, right, if you don't know what this is all about and what I'm talking about, like, go back and watch the last couple of videos in this playlist, and that'll give you the lowdown. And then come back here. So where to start? The first thing I had to do is I built a box to put it in. Like, I don't know what I'm doing, right? But I'm thinking if I make a box, I can then mark on this, like, where everything will go. I don't even know if I'm going to use this, right? But you kind of need to just make something. So you know whether it's the right way to do it or the wrong way to do it. And that box was a lot of rubbish. It wasn't good, right? It just moved constantly. Like, if I lift it up, if I go through and I lift it up, then now the bottom will fall out it. It's a bit of wood with cardboard gaffer taped onto it. It was stupid then, and it's stupid now. It doesn't work. I paper mache'd the whole thing, like old newspapers, and spent ages sticking all the stuff down to try and make it sturdier, and it didn't work. How am I going to make hills? Like, how am I going to make everything like kind of hill-esque? Because that's what's on my vision board. It's what my vision is all hills. And then I thought, you know what? What if I make it look a bit kind of Minecrafty? What if I, like, take all the bits, like other boxes, and just tape them into place and stuff, and then... And I don't like it. Like, even while I was making that, I was looking at it going, I don't like that. And I just kept going. I just kept going. Even though I knew for a fact that I didn't like it, I just kept going. Now, on my vision board that I made, it's rolling hills, but the rolling hills I thought they were too difficult to make, and I just wanted to make the first one. I just wanted to get this one done so that I could try and tell people what it is I'm trying to do. I shouldn't have. I should be patient. And I only I had to be patient, and I wrote a chapter in the book about patience, and I told a story about the time I went to Aviemore with my school when I was in primary 7. If I want it tomorrow, I can get it tomorrow, but it's not going to be the best. That's it. So I need to show some patience, right? And it'll happen. It will happen, because I want it to happen. It doesn't need to happen tomorrow. But I liked some of the things I was making. Like, I liked the newspaper taxi. So what I done was, let me just show you, in fact. I done like a little just a quick kind of sketch of what a kind of Hackney taxi would look like. I want to say they were called nets at school, in primary school, where it was like the cube and you would fold it all together and stuff like that. I'm going to make one of them. I'm going to import that into Illustrator, draw around it, make it a vector, print it out on card, cut it out, and then I've got old... I'll explain better when I find them. In here somewhere there are newspapers, like old prints of newspapers. It's up here somewhere. That I found in my granddad's hut, one of his huts. They're like Reader's Digest reprints of like historical news articles. I'm telling you, man, it's up here somewhere. I'm sure it was up here. Yeah, it was in the garage. Now, if I cut them the same shape and paste it onto the cardboard net, like the papercraft net of the taxi, that'll make it look like it's made of newspaper, hopefully. So that's what I'm going to do. I want it to look like it's been folded together and stuck with Pritt stick. Like, I don't want it to look perfect. I want it to look a bit rough. I'm not going to get this perfect, right? But if I try and make it look like it was all handmade, because that is all handmade, it'll, I think it'll work. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Now shouldn't take too long, hopefully. I've been wanting to make models for a while. Over Christmas, again it was over Christmas, I got some polymer clay and I just started trying to make these wee kind of mushrooms, just as a test. So I got like tin foil, I made like a kind of mushroom shape, started rolling out the clay, started to use that to make the mushrooms. Then started to add in details, like putting in like wee spots and like making the stock. And I spent so long on it that I didn't film it. I just took photographs of it as I went, because I totally forgot to do any film, by the way. And then it was like, so with this polymer clay, you need to put it in the oven, and you put it in for like, I think it was like 10 minutes. You put it in for, and it solidifies and it becomes something hard. And I learned a lot making that. I learned that don't spend all that time making a model and then sit and watch Steve-O videos on YouTube. Maybe check to see if your mushroom's cooking. My wife came back to that on her doorstep, smouldering. I mean, the rest turned out okay. See? Quite like that one. There's a marshmallow pie for the Rocking Horse people, which I drew on my iPad. It's lost forever. At first I thought, what if I screen printed all this stuff? Like, I wanted to make wee paper figurines. I thought, what if I screen printed all the stuff? Like, I made a screen with all the kind of art and screen printed it by hand and then cut everything out and put it on. But the t-shirts haven't even happened yet, so I binned that idea. And I started drawing them on my iPad. I think that's one of them there. Like, I wanted them all to look a bit kind of weird and different. I printed these out. No, I didn't. I didn't print them out at all. That was a lie. I never even get as far as that. And I cut them out so they're like wee paper figurines. And I liked the cellophane flowers. Like, I liked them, and I liked some of the models I was making. But I wasn't happy with the rest of it. I really wasn't. Then what I thought was, how do I make it look like grass? I thought, what do I do? So I got some felt, just bought some felt, and I kind of started sticking things down and all that. And at first I was using modelling glue. That's the most I've ever spent on adhesive my entire life. That was some dear stuff. And it didn't work, it wasn't the right stuff. So I started kind of PVA gluing it in and using the same stuff I was using for the paper mache, and that kind of worked a wee bit, but it didn't work particularly fantastic. But you know what worked? You know what worked? I'll show you what worked. This is what worked. That worked. That felt is going nowhere. A bomb could go off and that stuff will still be intact. Right, that was all the felt, and I kind of started to look like a thing. It took a while to figure out that I didn't like it. Like, I like some of the ideas, and I've decided, like, I made a marmalade wallpaper. Like, I went into Photoshop and cloned a marmalade picture to make it like A3, so I would paste that onto the back, and that would be the marmalade skies. What else did I do? Like, I've done hunters, man. It took ages. Like, it took a long time to make this thing. But I'm going to tell you why it's not finished. I'm not happy with it. That's why it's not finished. It's not that I don't think it's good. Well, it is that, in fact. I don't think it's good enough. Like, this whole walrus thing, like, I'm all in on this. Like, this is my whole... I don't know how to say this without feeling weird. This is all I think about, is this walrus thing. Like, everything. Like, I'm thinking about the book. I'm thinking about the models. I'm thinking about the walls, I'm thinking about the videos, I'm thinking about even the albums, like that. I'm thinking about everything. Like, I've got a whole plan, and I don't even think I explained the plan particularly well. And I need to go back and think about how I'm going to do this, right? But like, I knew that this Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds model was the first step to the whole thing. It was the first one I wanted to do, and what I made didn't excite me. When I looked at it, I didn't feel like this is it. That's why I'm binning it. I'm just, the whole thing is gone as far as I'm concerned. It's done. And I've rebuilt a new box out of wood, which I should have done. I should have done in the first place. You should have seen me try to do that. You should have seen me trying to build this new box. Not a joiner. Obviously. Like, I'm getting better at all the things that I want to learn to get this out. To get whatever's in my head out. This is the bit I struggle with. Some people are very good at talking about what they do and why they do it. Not even why they do it. Some people are very good at talking about what they do, and I'm not one of them. I've never been one who wants to be an artist and explain what I was thinking and my thought process and what things mean to me. I'm not into that at all. It's alien to me. I just make things. That's it. Like, it's totally alien. But this thing that I'm making, I can't not explain why it is I want to do it and all that sort of stuff. I just need to find a way to do it without looking arrogant. That's the thing that worries me most, is looking like I think I'm better than other people because I'm talking about what I do, and that scares me. Like, it scares me. And it scares me even to say it out loud. So it does. That's the truth. I've never been a part of that. I've never been a part of that thing. Like, I took that whole model and it's gone. Like, that's it, gone now. And I'm starting again. What I learned over 6 months of making that thing was that it was too big to put into one video because there was a lot of stuff I didn't know how to do. And it took me that it took me all that time to figure that out. Like that's binned now. Like I'm not working on that one anymore, and I'm starting again from fresh. And what I'm going to do is take it piece by piece. So see the hills that I really wanted to make rolling hills. I'm going to do that. Like I'm going to figure out how to do that. But in connecting the dots, it takes time. That's the thing. It takes time. It takes. I suppose. Oh, and this is me. This is the process. I even hate saying that. You need to give yourself time to figure it out. And that's what this has given me. It's given me the time to figure it out. It's not the way I want it to look. It's not what I would look back on and be, oh, I'm proud of that. And it's the first part of the story I'm trying to tell about this walrus chasing thing. So that's what this video is about. This is me clearing the slate and starting again, right? And this is how I'm going to do them all now. So when it comes to the next bit, which is the Mooney's Daydream one, and the one after that, which will probably be Monkey Gone to Heaven by Pixies, right up until I get to paint I Am the Walrus. This is how I'm going to do it, is take it piece by piece and tell the story as it goes, kind of thing. And I think it's working. Like, I do think it's working. It's making me happy. Like, I come in here and I'm like over the moon. There's still a couple of things I need to figure out. And I had my friend round last week and the two of us were talking. And like, I am living the dream. And that's the truth. Like, there's not a lot of people that get to say, I get to turn up at a place and do what I want all the time. And that's where the patience comes in. Where it's like, I know this thing that I want to do and it's going to take time to do it and it's going to take time to do it right. But I need to address the fact that this is all I've ever wanted, is this. Just to make things, that's it. And get paid for it and make money from it. And I'm almost there. I'm almost there. So, thank you very much for your time. If you're enjoying the story, or if this is like the first thing you've ever seen of what I've made, like, I've been working on this for 2 years, right? And I'm now at this point. Go back, like, it's all set out in such a way where you can watch it all and see it kind of evolve into what it's becoming. And that's on purpose. Like, I've been thinking that way for the last couple of years. So if you enjoy it, please consider hitting that subscribe button. Because as much as I'm not into feeding the algorithm and stuff, like, that helps. That helps. So does, like, leaving a comment. Like, just saying anything. Anything, really. Even if it's a thumbs up. I don't know. Like, it just feeds that part. I post all this stuff as I go. So it's on my Instagram, my Facebook, my Twitter, and my TikTok to a certain degree at Mr. Tragic O'Hara. And that's it. And next time...